Okay, students, today we shall be discussing the next colligative property, depression in freezing point. Depression of freezing point, as the name suggests, you can understand. If a particular solvent has a fixed freezing point, the moment you add a solid, non-volatile, non-electrolyte solute to it, its freezing point will go further down. This phenomenon is called depression in freezing point. Now, what is the definition of freezing point in terms of vapor pressure? Normally, you know that freezing point is the temperature at which a liquid solidifies. But how can we define it in terms of vapor pressure? So, you can see here, it's written, freezing point is the temperature at which vapor pressure of the solid is equal to vapor pressure of the liquid. That means the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the solid phase and the liquid phase become equal. That is the temperature at which a liquid will start solidifying. In other words, the solid will start melting. I think all of you know that melting point and the freezing point is practically the same temperature. Only the process is reversed. In melting, solid changes to liquid. In freezing, liquid changes to solid. So, when a non-volatile, non-electrolyte solute is dissolved in a liquid, please remember the conditions. What should be the nature of the solute? Non-volatile and non-electrolyte. And when the solute is non-volatile, usually when it is solid, is dissolved in a liquid, the freezing point of the solvent decreases. This phenomenon is called depression in freezing point. Now, let us see the derivation. Let Tf naught equal to freezing point of pure solvent. As you know, T for temperature, F for freezing and naught for pure solvent. And Tf is the freezing point of the solvent in solution. Then depression and freezing point will be how much? Should it be Tf minus Tf naught or Tf naught minus Tf? Remember, always higher minus lower. So since the freezing point of the solvent in solution is less, so it has to be subtracted from the freezing point of the pure solvent. So Tf naught minus Tf, which is known as delta Tf. Now, rest of the derivation for this is very similar to that of elevation of boiling point. So experimentally, delta Tf is directly proportional to molality m. So delta Tf is, now we take a constant, remove the proportionality sign, and the constant is Kf. Now, what is the name of Kf? You can see Kf is known as molar depression constant or freezing point depression constant, or the technical term cryoscopic constant. Now, to define the Kf value, we rearrange the equation. It becomes delta Tf by m. Now, if m is equal to 1 molar, then mathematically Kf will be equal to delta Tf. So, how we define Kf? Molar depression constant is numerically equal to the depression in freezing point for 1 molar solution. That means if you prepare a solution having molality 1, then whatever the difference in the freezing point, that is the value of Kf. What will be the unit of Kf? Exactly same as before. Kf will be having unit delta Tf by m, which is Kelvin by mole per kg or Kelvin kg per mole. When you write Kelvin kg per mole, take care the Kelvin K should be capital K, kg K should be small k. Alright. So from equation 1, what we do? Replace the value of molality by number of moles of solute by Wa, that is mass of solvent in kg. Then we do the same thing as before. We replace the number of moles by molar mass, and rearranging everything, what we find? Delta Tf is equal to Wb by Mb into Wa in grams. And if you have, since W is taken in grams, to convert it to kg, we need to divide by 1000, and then the 1000 goes to the numerator. So we have the final equation, delta Tf equal to Kf here Kf is missing. Please make a correction. You have to write here Kf Wb by Mb into 1000 divided by Wa. Now, if you are required to prove that the depression in freezing point is a colligative property, you can see here delta Tf is dependent on mass, molar mass and mass of solvent, mass of solute and mass of solvent, and molar mass. So all are dependent on number of particles. Hence it is a colligative property. Now we try to understand the graph. Now you see we have taken a graph temperature versus vapor pressure. Now I am taking a graph for solid phase as well as for the liquid phase. So you see for the solid phase, at a particular temperature the solid will have very low vapor pressure, but as you keep on increasing the temperature, the vapor pressure of the solid will keep on increasing. Now we take the same substance in the liquid form. Say we are freezing, so I start from high temperature. So this is the temperature and this is the vapor pressure. Now for freezing we have to cool it. So as we cool, as we lower the temperature, vapor pressure decreases. As we lower the temperature, vapor pressure decreases. So this way we get a decreasing graph, right? Now you see these two graphs intersect at a point. Now this point is the temperature at which the solid phase and the liquid phase have the same vapor pressure. So the liquid will start freezing, and this is for pure solvent, so it is delta TF naught. Alright. Now let us take for the solvent in solution. So this is the solvent in solution. As we decrease the temperature, the vapor pressure decreases, and you see when we reach this same temperature TF naught, its vapor pressure is not same as the solid phase. So the temperature needs to be reduced further to decrease the vapor pressure, and you see this is the point. This is the point where the vapor pressure of the solvent in solution is same as that of the solid phase. So this is the temperature at which the solvent in solution will start freezing. So this is called TF. So this difference is called delta TF. And you can see TF naught is higher than TF. Now, as I mentioned earlier also, the Kb and Kf value for water you try to remember. Kb value for water is 0.52 Kelvin kg per mole at boiling point of water, that is 373 Kelvin. Kf value for water is 1.86 Kelvin kg per mole at 273 Kelvin, because 273 is the freezing point of water. So I hope this concept is clear. Now let us discuss one of the numericals. A solution containing 8 gram of a non-volatile solute is in 200 gram of water freezes at 272.07 Kelvin. Find the molecular mass of the solute. So what are the things given? This 18 gram is the mass of solute, so it is Wb. 200 gram is the mass of solvent, so 200 is the Wa. Now what is this temperature 272.07? Is it the freezing point of the pure solvent or the solution? If you read the question carefully, you will find that this is the freezing point of the solvent in solution. So that is TF. So how much is TF naught? That is not provided in the question. But all of us we know water freezes at 273 Kelvin. So we take TF naught to be 273 Kelvin. Now Kf value is given fortunately in this particular question, but every time it may not be given. Now we apply the formula delta TF equal to Kf Wb by Mb into Wa into 1000. Putting all the values here, you get the molar mass Mb to be 180 gram per mole. So here it is already given in Kelvin scale, so no need to worry. And as I told you earlier also, whenever it is difference, keep the numerical value same, only change the unit, because difference in any unit remains the same. Now let us consider the next question. This question was asked quite a number of times in the competitive exams. A car radiator of a vehicle can hold 10 liters of water. If the vehicle is to be used in Gulmarg, where the lowest temperature is minus 10 degrees Celsius, calculate the amount of ethylene glycol, molar mass 62.1 gram per mole, which should be added to the water. So please remember, ethylene glycol and water mixture is called antifreeze mixture, and this helps in in cold places where the temperature is below 0 degrees to maintain the water in the liquid form. Otherwise, it will freeze. So let us see what is given here and how to work it out. You see here mass of water is not given, rather volume of water is given. But you have to convert the volume of water to mass of water. So volume of water given is 1 liter, which is 1000 centimeter cube, that is cc. Now how can we convert volume to mass? We can convert volume to mass by multiplying by density. Now you should know that density of water in CGS system is 1 gram per cc. The reasoning is given in the bracket. So the numerically the value remains same. 1000 cc is same as 1000 grams. Alright. So TF naught is 273 Kelvin. How much is TF? TF naught is 273 Kelvin, and how much is TF? It is minus 10 degrees Celsius. So it is given in degrees Celsius. We are converting into Kelvin, which is 263 Kelvin. So delta TF is coming to be 10 Kelvin. Okay. Now molar mass of ethylene glycol is already supplied in the question, that is 62.1 gram per mole. Mass of solute, how much to be added, that is the question. So WB to be found out. Now when you solve this question by putting the values, your answer will be 3350 grams. Please try to work it out and check whether you get this answer or not. So 3350 gram of ethylene glycol to be added to 1000 gram of water to bring down the melting point or freezing point of water to minus 10 degrees Celsius. Now you can see I have given you some questions to work out. Please solve example 2.9, 2.10 from page 52 of your textbook, and in-text question 2.11, that is in page 55. So with this we come to the end of depression of freezing point. You please try to solve these questions. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Do it today, and I'll be very happy if some of you send your solutions to me. After solving, please send.